Hey, yo, greetings, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Breakdown with DJ Odyccy. I'm DJ Odyccy, of course. Yeah, man, I guess I'm back with another sort of soulful Amapiano, sort of private school Amapiano, but this time in the sounds of DJ Kabza. Did I just say DJ? In the sounds of Kabza the Small, Maphorisa, DJ Stokie, more like DJ Stokie a little bit. But because the guy's been featuring the likes of Kabza and Maphorisa, and so you can hear like somewhere somehow like the sound shifted a little bit towards that sound as well. You understand what I mean? So yeah. So without wasting time, man, just gonna just give you a little teaser on what we're talking about in terms of soulful. Um, I play you this a little bit, just a little bit. Can you hear that? And you put some kind of a guitarist in the middle, and you get that. Exactly something like that. But I don't have a guitarist, so I try to play to emulate it. But I'm not really that guy yet. I'm not that guy that much, but I tried. So yeah, without wasting time, people, we're gonna break this down. Pattern by pattern, how I did it from A to Z, and with this one, I started with the drums, and yeah, believe it or not, the drums sounded a little bit more like deep house in a way. So I'm gonna solo the drums so that you guys can hear what I'm talking about. So it sound. So at first it sounded like a deep house song. You can hear me. Like the groove is a little bit deep house. And then it's just the kick and the rim shot. And the next thing I added was like the percussions behind it. And then you have a song like this. Can you hear what I'm talking about? So the percussions were tubas. Actually tubas. Then you have this. So yeah, let's break down this little percussions because I feel like they like one of the most important things that we have in this beat. Um, the reason I say percussions because they sound like percussions, but believe it or not, the two things are like toms. The first two sounds I put in are toms. This tom and that one. And then if you go on some mode, just like that, you can hear, right? And I added like two percussions and another percussion. Then you have a very nice percussion. And then with Amapiano lately, I think that's like enough. But I feel like there was something else that was supposed to add at while the song is still going, but I did not add it. But I'm still gonna finish this beat and then go on. I'm just trying to give you like the basics into doing what I just did. So the next thing that I added from this song is the keys, is the chords. So with the chords, or should I put this here? Let me put this here. So, I should just put it at the end here so that y'all can see what I'm like. I think it has almost everything here. So I added the chords, something soulful, right? That's how they look. Yes, you cannot really see them all. Let me just do this. Hey. So as usual, I use Contact 5. Inside Contact 5, I went into Vintage Case and I got Dinner for Two. It's like my favorite sound. So yeah, not supposed to open up these things a lot, but that's how it sounds. And then you can hear we're starting to have like a glitch. I'm gonna do this to reduce it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be reduced throughout the whole song, but let's try. The main thing is because I'm recording, and the next sound that I'm gonna be showing you is actually the most heaviest sound, which was the guitar. So I'll play you the guitar. So I know people like DJ Stokie. The thing is, they get a guitarist, they get somebody who can play the sax very well. Uh, since I don't have a guitarist in this house, I try to play the guitar, and then so like we having a glitch problem. I don't want us to have that problem much. Let's do this. I'm gonna go into the guitar, take off the EQ a little bit. Let's render and replace the guitar, right? So that it can just be an audio. As you can see, it's even taking longer because it's a heavy sound. Excuse me, guys. So since we've now done that, so I think now I'll take this guitar into the channel for the guitar. We still have a glitch. I don't know what's still causing the glitch, but we will get to it. We'll fix this, but for it to fix this, since I'm fixing it with you watching, maybe it's another tutorial in a way. So as well, let's get the chord out a little bit. It's the chords. I'm gonna switch off these, and then what I'm gonna do as well is replace the chord as well. Okay, now we replace the chords, so we'll just bring them back into the chord channel, and then put back the EQs same way so that it can go back to how it was sounding. And then now let's hear if it's gonna have a glitch or not. So this is the guitar, right? But I'll come here. So just to show you how it looks, right? If I go on pattern mode, so, and those are the guitars I used to trade in for this. I couldn't find a better guitar. I wanted to use this one in particular because these are bass lines. To be honest, these are bass lines. But since it's a bass guitar, when you play it at the top, it sounds like a real guitar. Do you understand what I mean? Sounds like a nice guitar, don't you think? So yeah, and then you have that sound, and then now what I added next was a belly sound, a bell sound, and it sounds like. So the thing that I want to do is, but the bell, I guess I sent it into the synths, but the bell glitchy sound today, but I'm really sorry about the sound quality that's gonna happen, and might mess up this tutorial. But I guess you guys are seeing what I'm dealing with. Um, I used Nexus for this one. I use trace plugs inside plugs, and then I don't know if I should come here into macros as well. Switch smart disable for this one. I think you need this. That also helps with if you have plugins which you are not using and it kind of reads them, so you want to make sure that it doesn't read them, so you make sure that it disables any plugin which does not work at a certain time, so so it was Nexus here, and then the next thing I added pattern 6, which I did not name as such. Okay, it's a sound effect, but it's a timbre, so I'm gonna write I'm gonna rename this and then just come here and say SFX, and then this is it. SFX, you just add it into the song, and then as you can hear, and then like now you have a very nice private school Amapiano. And the next thing on pattern 7 here, which is this one, I think, is it? Yeah, it's this one, which I added later. It was kind of the shakers, but with some effects on it. Sounds good. Yeah, and that's those what the shakers are about. We just go into the sound effect channel here, and then you add reverb on them, and there's nothing major to it. It's just the same way as the timbal with some reverb. And then the next pattern that I added was this lead, this lead here, and then Nexus and single layer leads, and I use the classic one. And then what else do we have? I added a pad. That was the pad. This was the pad. Alone, it sounds like this. It's so very simple. Just go straight. And I also use Nexus as well on this, and then it's the one pad and inside single layers, because I wanted to use something which is not going to be heavy as well, so that I can be able to make this tutorial. I guess I still used heavy stuff because we still had glitches, so now we're better. There's no glitches anymore, guys. And then that's how it looks. It's just one straight line for the pad, and then we play this whole thing without these ones. You'll hear the pad better at the beginning. While the other sounds are still coming in. And then what I added next was sort of the bass lines. It's just one bass line. I thought I was gonna change it here, so I guess I don't have to change it, but I feel like I will change it on this part and then make it a little bit different. Just make unique, and then it just comes different, but otherwise for now it sounds the same. So, and then it sounds like this. tweaked it when I was working with it. I think I've decreased the innate so that it can sound a little bit deeper. Because the moment you make it like this, it's not as deep anymore. So I made it. That was like the main thing that I actually like tweaked a little bit onto the log drum. If you have my sample pack, if you use number 4 and you feel like it doesn't sound the same way that it sounded when I made this, you just decrease here so that it doesn't become too bright, and then otherwise, yeah, and then that's the track, that's the beat, that's how it actually sounds. It's very simple, and other sounds like you can add them as you go on, like your trumpets, your live sounds, basically like you making like your private school Amapiano. And then thank you guys for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification button, like, share, please. I beg of you, and let's meet on my next tutorial. I love you guys, and let's just play this and have some fun.